They say the forest only opens its hidden path once every 100 years. And when it does, someone always disappears. On the night Amma received her secret Santa gift, the lantern began to glow by itself. And that was the moment the forest called her name. The village of Zangari was usually peaceful, but that night no one slept. Dogs barked without reason. The wind howled like it was warning someone, and deep inside the forest, something screamed. Long ago, the elders warned the village, if the forest ever calls your name, do not answer. Years earlier, Leo had ignored that warning. He walked into the forest and never returned. Since then, the village had not been the same. Still, tradition had to continue. That night was Secret Santa night. People gathered, trying to smile, trying to pretend they were not afraid. When it was Amma's turn, she stepped forward quietly. She was not the loudest, not the strongest, but her eyes showed courage. She received the final gift. Inside the box was an old lantern. Its glass was cracked, its metal was worn, and yet it glowed softly like a living heart. There was no name on it. That night, as Amma prepared to sleep, the lantern lit itself. The ground beneath her feet began to glow. A narrow, burning path appeared, leading straight into the forest. The trees began to move. Then Amma heard it, a voice, soft, familiar, calling her name. Fear gripped her chest. She remembered Leo. She remembered how he vanished the same way. Amma had a choice. If she stayed, the forest might take someone else. If she went, she might never return. She picked up the lantern and stepped onto the glowing path. The moment she did, the village disappeared behind her. The forest closed in. Glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. The lantern flickered. Amma ran. Branches grabbed her clothes. Roots tripped her feet. Something chased her. Suddenly, a silver antelope stepped in front of her. "Do not run," it said calmly. "Running feeds fear." The eyes vanished. The antelope warned her. The forest does not test strength. It tests the heart. Suddenly, a screaming spirit burst from the ground. Its pain was loud. Its anger shook the trees. Amma shouted at it to leave. That was a mistake. The forest shook violently. The spirit grew larger. The antelope whispered, "Listen, do not fight." Amma closed her eyes. She listened. The spirit cried about being forgotten, ignored, abandoned. Amma spoke gently. "I see you." The lantern glowed brighter. The spirit smiled and disappeared peacefully. A monkey dropped from the trees laughing. Sharp-tongued, clever, and brave, he joined Amma. Together, they reached a raging river. The water rose like walls. The river god appeared. "I am worshipped," he roared. "Bow or drown." Amma did neither. She stood still. "You give life," she said calmly, "but pride dries the heart." The river exploded in anger. Amma was dragged underwater. The lantern slipped from her hand. Darkness surrounded her. Then she remembered Leo's words. Light lives inside first. She reached out. The lantern burst with light. The river split. The river god fell silent. "You may pass," he said softly. Beyond the river lay hundreds of trapped spirits, crying, angry, lost. The lantern began to dim. Then the light went out. Darkness swallowed everything. A voice spoke. Ama? It was Leo. He appeared standing between worlds. He had chosen to stay behind, guiding the lost ones, but his strength was fading. The forest will collapse, he warned. Choose, save me or save them. Amma cried. Then she lifted the lantern and let it go. Light exploded through the forest. The lost ones screamed, then rested. Peace spread like dawn. Leo smiled. I am proud of you. Then he faded. The forest began to collapse. Amma ran. Branches snapped. Shadows chased her. She jumped and landed on village soil. Morning had come. The lantern was gone, but the air felt lighter. The forest stood calm. That night, the drums returned. Laughter filled the village. One chair remained empty for Leo. Amma became the storyteller. She taught courage, she taught empathy, and she taught that the greatest gifts do not shine forever. They change us. The lantern was gone, but the light lived on. If this story touched you, remember, some paths only open when we are brave enough to walk them. Please like, share, and subscribe.